Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the gospel is truth. Now, the name of this sit down is going to be, if there is evil in the city, had the Lord not done it? Question mark. Okay, because according to the scriptures, who the world ignorantly calls God or Jesus Christ, the Most High is the one who's behind the good and the evil in the world. Okay, so just to prove it real quick, this is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Let's read that again. Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? Okay, so according to the scriptures, the Most High, who people ignorantly call God or Jesus Christ, is the one who is behind the evil in the world. Okay? Now, you always have people say that, oh, well Satan, Satan is the one who does these things. Right? Satan is the one who creates evil. Okay? Well, I beg to differ with that, because according to the scriptures, even Satan had to go to the Most High to get permission to do evil. Okay? And I'm going to show you that right here. This is the book of Job, chapter 2, and we'll start at 1, and we'll read all the way down to, we'll read all the way down to verse 7, okay? This is Job chapter 2. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comes thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro within the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that fears Yahweh and hates evil? And still he held fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without a cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Yea, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have will he give for his life. Put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of Yahweh. Salakia, just follow something stupid. You got the one brother on there. Let me throw this out there real quick. You got the one brother saying, think the brother's name. Yeah, Rich Speaks. You all should know who he is. That brother. Look how foolish this is. That one brother saying that the God of the Old Testament, which is what I'm reading out of at the moment, he said that the God of the Old Testament is Satan. So if that is the case, right? Because he tried to say, well, the scriptures say Satan can transform himself to an angel of light. So if that's the case, if we're reading right here, the Most High having a conversation with Satan, so you would then have to say that Satan is having a conversation with himself then, Matt. So how would you answer that that question there? All right? How could you Christians answer that question? What's the word I'm looking for? Right there, if Satan was the God of the Old Testament, then how is Satan having a conversation with the Most High here? That goes to you, Rich Speaks. Okay? So Salaki, I didn't want to interrupt the lesson, but it just mind-boggling. And smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took a what's that word there? Oh, pot shards, Lakia, to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Why dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse Yahweh and die. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of these foolish women speaks. What shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Yeah, so Job, even after Satan, cursed Job and brought evil upon him, he still did not curse the Most High, man. Okay? In fact, if you read the next chapter, Job said that he wished he would have died, man. Okay? But the point of the matter here is the Most High is the one who brings evil upon certain people, man. Okay? And I'm going to show in the scriptures real quick. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let's read that again. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right, so the Most High is the one who's behind evil, man. Now, I have a note on the side here that says Lamentations 3:38. So let me see if I can go ahead and get that real quick. It may take me a second to find it. Oh, there it is. 3:38. Okay, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 3 and verse 38. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceeds not evil and good? And it says a question mark. Saying, yeah, out of the mouth of the Most High there comes evil and good. Okay? We'll read that again. Lamentation chapter 3 and verse 38. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceeds not evil and good? And remember, it has a question mark there. So it's saying, yeah, out of the mouth of the Most High, it proceeds good and evil, man. Okay? One last verse I want to get. Because a lot of guys don't like this either. Let's see. What is it? Let's see. Yeah, one of my personal favorites here, Job chapter 12 and verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. This is talking about the Most High. Let's read it again. Job chapter 12 and verse 16. With him, the Most High, is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Right, with the Most High are the deceived and the deceiver, man. Okay, it's that simple. This really, if you disagree, then you don't know the scriptures. Okay, now one thing I'm going to end it off with. Alright, I'm going to end it off with this, man, because when you teach the scriptures, actually, I'm going to end it off with two more scriptures. I have another verse I want to get after this, alright? But when you read the scriptures, man, you can't take away from what it says, man, alright? So you have to be teaching what the scriptures say, man, okay? So if the scriptures say the Most High makes evil, then we have to teach that, yeah, the Lord does create evil, man, alright? The Lord, the scriptures say, another good one I could have got. What is it? 1 Samuel 2 and 6, for the Lord kills and makes alive. All right, so the Lord said, I kill and make alive, and there's no one who can deliver out of my hands. Another good one. As I said, man, when the Spirit comes, those precepts come to mind. And this is why you always got to study the Scriptures. Job chapter 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish be an innocent. Okay? Like I'm sure somewhere in the world right now, there's either somebody dying of a heart attack, somebody might be being killed by a wild animal, multiple people might have gotten into a serious car accident. Who knows? Somebody might even be trapped underwater somewhere right now as I'm speaking. But guess what? The Lord did that, man. As much as people don't want to accept it, the truth is God did do that, man. Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish be an innocent. Okay? And this is what the angel told to the servant John. Okay? Because especially when he wrote down Revelation, he didn't, know the stuff that he's seen. So this is what the conversation that he had with an angel. Okay? This is what it was. We'll read it. Revelation chapter 10, I will start at verse 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spoke unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel, which stands upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples, nations, multitudes, nations, tongues, and kings. All right, I got that mixed up with Revelation 17, Salakia. But the point of the matter is, even one of the Lord's prophets had a hard time taking in what the Most High said. For example, a lot of guys, they get upset when we bring out the whole, Deuteronomy 22nd chapter issue, man. Okay, with bride kidnapping. A lot of guys have an issue with that. Which again, the scriptures say that, my sheep hear my voice. What is that? I believe that's Matthew 11 and 6. All right, but you guys clearly don't, know the Most High, man. Okay, because when you read the scriptures, right, Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, you can clearly see that's talking about a phenomenon which is, practiced today, to this very present day, is still practiced in certain parts of the world. Well, the scripture says, and you can go read it yourself, you don't have to believe what we're saying, but the scriptures say, yeah, if a man found an unmarried woman, he could rape that woman. It says that, man. And a lot of guys got emotional when the elder apostle Dahar brought that out, man. A lot of guys just acting, but that's wrong, it doesn't say that. Like those clowns at LUIC, man. Those guys ain't know the scriptures. Alright? I guarantee you, half of those guys there, they haven't even read this book. They haven't even read this full book, man. Okay? Which I would hope all of us have. Okay? I know I have. Alright? But if you haven't, then you should try to invest some spare time into reading the whole thing, man. Alright, because once you read the whole thing, it gives you a little bit of better understanding about the whole story. Okay, but at the same time, though, there's many people who have read the book 50 times front to back, but when you bring up certain topics, like, for example, I know some pastors who've read the Bible 20 times front to back, but yet when I tell them, according to the scripture, that the Most High creates good and evil, they'll say, well, that's not in the Bible. But how can that not be in the Bible if I just read 7 verses, or, around 7, that clearly say God makes evil, man? It shows you either you did not read the scriptures, or you did, but you skip through it. All right? I'm going to end it off with one more precept. which is actually, ironically, the last few verses of the scriptures. Okay? Revelation chapter 22 and verse 18, "For I testify unto any man that hears the words of the book of this prophecy, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man should take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and the things that are written in this book." Okay? So, with that being said, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. I hope that was an edifying lesson. And until next time, I'll see you, Akim, around later.